A local farm and Sioux Falls School are working together to help reduce the amount of food thrown away at lunch each day. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Sarah McDonald explains how food is going from the table to the farm.
It's lunchtime for these kiddos at Sioux Falls Christian School. What's on the menu today?
Chicken soup and noodles and veggies.
While it's a delicious and nutritious meal, sometimes not all the food gets eaten.
And not the carrots.
But this food won't go to waste.
To the pigs, they feed it to the farm animals.
That's right, this food is making its way from the table to the farm. Each day, Beth Jensen, who owns Glean for Good, picks up the leftovers to feed to the animals at her hobby farm.
Almost all of our animals are omnivores, meaning they can eat really everything that is in a typical lunch tray. And we have goats, sheep, pigs, donkeys. They all just love what's served at a regular, a typical school lunch.
Come here. Back in 2020, Jensen approached the school with the idea.
2 of my daughters go to Sioux Falls Christian Schools, and I approached them just kind of an experiment to say, maybe we would just put out 5-gallon pails and we'd just have everybody dump their lunch scraps just so everybody recognized, okay, one day this is how much waste we generate.
I thought it was a great idea. I was looking for somebody to help coordinate something like this. So yeah, ever since then, we've just saved all the scraps.
Facilities manager Mickey Tuzna says on most days, that amounts to 75 to 100 pounds of food that is repurposed. She says there can be about 1,700 students going through the lunch line each day.
They don't have to take everything. They just pick and choose what they want to take. And then if they decide that they don't like it or they're full, then they go through the line and they dump their tray. They know to separate their silverware, their milk, their napkins and milk cartons, and then the food waste is at the end.
My animals usually know when I'm coming out there with the wheelbarrow or the tractor that they're about ready to be fed, and they're always excited. They have plenty of food and grain out here already. We plant the field so that they have an already pretty rounded out diet, but they love the extra calories.
Jensen says this partnership not only helps reduce her costs on the farm, but it's also a teaching moment for the students.
They recognize that lunch hour is also an hour to teach. And there is a difference between garbage versus our extras, which should be repurposed.
Plus, it's fun for the kids.
They love it. However, sometimes they take some corn that they know they're not going to eat so that the pigs can have it tomorrow. So we kind of discourage that, but we still try to give them a treat, I guess.
Overall, Jensen hopes people can learn what they can do to help reduce food waste.
We should just take what we're willing to eat, and that though if there are extras, that we should be responsible and appreciate how much work has been put into that.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Sarah McDonald.
Tuzna says they also save milk waste on the elementary side. If you would like to learn more about clean food for good, we provided a link with this story on KELOLAND.com.
Well, the August Santa